listen to our TV audience on ESPN3. It's a dreary and wet and rainy day in South Central Kentucky as the Hilltoppers take on the Panthers. WKU's won 6 in a row in conference play. Panthers have dropped 5 in a row and 12 of their last 13. On WKU's side of things, Hal, they're just hoping that the FIU Panthers won't rain down a bunch of threes on them today.
Well, and not get a bunch of steals, Randy. Turnovers are such a key issue. And we've had 4 games of 20 or more turnovers in this season. 3 of those have been in conference play. We've got to cut that down.
FIU coached by Jeremy Ballard in his 3rd year. They won 20 a year ago, but they lost their top 3 scorers. Meanwhile, Rick Stansberry in his 5th year on the Hill, 97 up and 57 down. We're set to go. Starting lineups for the Hilltoppers today. Josh Anderson is out with an ankle sprain. Jordan Rawls is in for him, so it's Rawls, Hollingsworth, McKnight, Williams, and Bassey. And quickly to get it inside to Bassey, and he dunked it.
Should be every time down the court, Charles Bassey should touch the ball.
Bassey and Anderson, who's out today, have combined for 73 dunks this season, more than any duo in college basketball. Hilltoppers, Hal, opening up in a 2-3 zone. We haven't seen that this year.
Well, Rick Stansberry likes to go to it periodically, usually at close to the end of the first half. But here he is opening up with it.
Rashad Davis misses a 3, rims it out for the left wing, tops to the rebound. Here comes Rawls front court. Starting for the injured Josh Anderson. A floater from the baseline is no good. Bassey gently tipped it in with the right hand on the right side of the rim, and it's 4-0 Tops.
Good description. I would have said it was coaxed in, used gently.
Tevin Brewer, who's been playing well for FIU at that point guard spot lately, hits a 3. It's 4-3. Tops of the 2-on-1 as Williams makes the catch left of the lane in front court. He's trying to push a pass cross court, and Kerrigan hit him on the forearms and fouled him. If Josh gets that pass to Charles, it's an open dunk.
You mentioned Tevin Brewer, the previous shot for FIU. He's the only Panther that started every game for the Panthers.
McKnight will make the inbounds pass in the right corner to Bassey. FIU in the man. Here's Rawls, long range right wing. Lob on the baseline to Bassey to come the double. Gives back on the right side to Rawls. Rawls foul line to McKnight, fake the jumper. Steps to his right and stops. Deep now to Rawls, shot clock at 8. Rawls back out top to the left-handed McKnight. McKnight penetrating in the paint, stopping, wheeling around, faking shot. An up and under scoop with the left hand under the armpit of the shot blocking Kerrigan it in.
Little dipsy doodle, yeah. Kerrigan averages 2.36 blocks per game. That's second in the conference, only to Charles Bassey.
Hilltoppers are winning 6-3. Eric Lovett has turned an ankle for FIU. He's limping in front court. There's an up and under move by Davis. He must have been watching McKnight. He goes up and under the armpit of Bassey and scores.
And FIU extends their pressure full court.
Here's an outlet pass coming to Williams coming down the boulevard, and he's hammered and fouled hard by Davis. And he'll go up and shoot 2.
I think they called it out of bounds. I don't think they called the foul, yeah.
Oh my goodness, look at the foul. They did not call that. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Here comes the inbounds pass from McKnight as we saw the replay. Bouncing it low to Rawls on the right block, put up the shot, it was blocked. Rawls steals it though. Rawls back under, he's cut off by Wilcox who blocked the shot. Give it to McKnight, hanging, knocked to the floor, and there's no foul.
Are there officials out there?
Here is Brewer down the middle. Brewer right corner. Lovett spots up, didn't shoot it, back to Brewer out top. 22-footer, short, rebounded by Williams. You better button up your hard hat today. Hollingsworth down the right sideline to the baseline. Tops up 6-5, 2.5 minutes into it. He'll shoot a 3 off the dribble, missing it long. Williams rebounds. He's on the left block. He backs in. He goes up. It's off the back of the iron, 2 times it off, but he's fouled by Lovett of FIU.
That's the second team foul for FIU that's been called. So that'll be the official number to this point.
Unusual you would see a foul so far in the open court. With so much contact not being called. Williams will shoot a pair, and the first one is good. Carson's not been having a lot of shot attempts in games lately. Just 23 shot attempts in his last 4 games. He's been making a lot of them, 65%. We'll see if he has more opportunities today against an FIU defense that forces turnovers and grab steals, but they also give up normally a lot of easy shots inside. Carson's short on that one, and Wilcox springs for the rebound for the Panthers of FIU. 7-5, WK in front by 2. Isaiah Banks hands it off to Brewer. Here's a baseline drive. Shot was missed on the run by Davis. Bassey was up there to try to block it. I don't know that he got a piece of it, but you know Davis thought about him when he missed the shot. Here's Rawls, long range left side against the Panther man-to-man. Cross courts it right wing to an open Williams to fake the shot, dribbles in, goes left side for an open Rawls from 3. In and out, look good, didn't go. Bassey trying to tip it to himself. To gather it up and go back up, tipped it out of bounds.
That was a real nice kick-out pass from Carson to the wing for Rawls. Rawls did everything but make the shot. It was there, it rattled around, but popped out for him.
Rawls hit 2 of those 3-pointers from the same spot in the Thursday loss at Houston. And that's exactly where he made those 2, but he missed that one. He made 2 of the Hilltoppers 4 as a team. They were 4-17 in that game. Wilcox being guarded by Bassey, goes out top to Lovett. Lovett dribbling left right down inside to Wilcox from the block. A lot of contact there on Williams, no foul. All right, lacing up. Here comes Bassey, front court to McKnight on the right way. Out top the Rawls. Over down the corner to Williams, low to Bassey, knocked away, got it back, coming under, dunking it. Looked like a big praying mantis as he extended his arms and grabbed the errant ball.
He just stayed with it.
Brewer, step back jumper over McKnight, no good. Backside rebound by Hollingsworth. WKU winning 9-5, 4 minutes gone by. Davion High stepping to the hoop, put it up, it's off the front of the iron, no good, and Wilcox rebounds for FIU. That is where Tavion does his damage in the paint off the drive. Missed that one though. Wilcox at the foul line guarded by Bassey. Comes deep to Davis. Rashad Davis, they step back, so he shoots a 3. Missed it wide to the right.
No wonder they stepped back.
Pulled down by McKnight. McKnight running down on Wilcox. Right-handed shot, threw it up wildly and missed it. Brewer the rebound. Here come the Panthers from right to left. It's like a track meet right now. Brewer, crouching dribble, lobs it into the left corner to Banks. Banks stepped out of bounds. Timeout and a turnover. We have a media break. We'll catch a breath. 15:26 to play, first half. WKU 9, FIU 5. And you're listening to the Hilltopper Sports Satellite Network from Learfield A&M College while watching today on ESPN3. Four and a half minutes into our radio TV simulcast today, the Hilltoppers are leading the Panthers 9-5. I'd like to let you know about the Franklin Bank and Trust Student Spotlight. Franklin Bank and Trust is your hometown bank since 1958. Stephen Wachowski just wrapped up his college football career on the Hill as a tight end. Also a great student, 3.47 GPA as an exercise science major. Also made an impact in the Bowling Green community, volunteering with multiple organizations, including the Bowling Green Special Olympics and Boys to Men program. That's Stephen Wachowski and the Franklin Bank and Trust Student Athlete Spotlight. Hilltoppers have the ball. Panthers is in backward man-to-man pressure as McKnight works it up the sideline with left-handed dribble. Here's a freshman from Shelbyville. Over the left side to Rawls. Lob to Williams on the baseline. They quickly double team him. Jump pass to McKnight. Overhead pass coming left side to Rawls. From drive to the left block. Put it up low on the iron. It would not go over the iron. It hung on there forever and fell off. Kerrigan with the rebound. Kerrigan is the center for FIU with 52 block shots. Hawkins just rifled a pass cross court to no Panther. It hit assistant coach Talvis Franklin in the shins and went out of bounds for an FIU turnover.
Talvis was good to be alert on that one. He could have caught that one in the chops, but he was able to deflect it.
They come to double team. McKnight in the back court, gets rid of it before that. Up on the right sideline to Tavia. Now back at half court to McKnight. McKnight, bounce pass out top to Tavia and Hollingsworth. Faytar's guarding him, 6'4" guard. Out top to Bassey. Bassey at the top of the key. I'm not going to attempt his last name when I'm in a hurry today. It's Faytar, first name. Here's Tavia into the paint. Little 6-footer, short. Rebounded by Carson Williams on the right block. He barrels his way in. He hooks it up off the window and in.
Barrel-chested Carson's working that offensive glass here this evening.
Brewer, a speedy dribble front court, lays it off the iron. Tough break. Rebounded by Bassey. Man, is he fast.
He sure is. Here
comes Rawls to the top of the key. Deep to Bassey. Faked a three-point jumper. Comes down the boulevard. Throws it up left-handed. No good. Williams follows. No good, but a foul on FIU's Isaiah Banks. The Panthers are not a good rebounding team. -5 per game for the year. The Hilltoppers are the second best rebounding team, a +7 in Conference USA. And right now, how they're owning the inside.
They are, and they should. With the size differential and the strength of both Bassey and Williams, certainly advantage would be to the Hilltoppers that. Now, a game featuring a lot of free throws is going to favor the Hilltoppers too. They shoot almost 80% at the stripe. Florida International 66%, not very good as a team.
With every free throw made, Houchins Industries is donating $10 to the Houchins Charity Champions Program. Williams hits the free throw. Hilltoppers up 12-5. Eyes it, flies it. That's perfect. 13-5. Now the Hilltoppers lead is at 8. Carson Williams has only had an offensive rebound in one of his last 3 games. That's one of his strengths. So here early on, how he's getting back to what he does usually so very well.
Yep, and again, he needs to. With his size and strength, he should be able to make some hay against the more slight Florida International team. Cameron
Kokorin is in the game at guard. Kokorin has the ball on the right side. Foul that pass to Kerrigan. Backdooring Tavion, and the shot was missed by the FIU guard. Paytar missed it. Hilltoppers have the ball, and Tavion goes front court to Kevin Osalwe, who just checked in, the 6'7" forward. Also in the game at point guard for WKU is Kenny Cooper. Osalwe in the corner, drills a 3. Kevin Osalwe, the 6'6" junior out of Toronto, had only scored, 3 points in his last 9 games, and he hits that one. Hilltoppers are now up by 11 points, 16-5. Bessie knocks it away out front from Kerrigan, but Kokorin picks it up. Here comes the 6'2" guard, down low to Kerrigan, a dice dish, and Kerrigan lays it in. Terrific pass from Kokorin. WKU 16, FIU 7. 7 minutes gone by. FIU loves the pace. In the corner is the dribble drive by Osalwe, fouled off the shot as he puts it up. So the umpiring trio of Jarrett, Kemp, and Skaggs came out appearing as if they needed a plane to catch as soon as this game was over. They are now a little more observant, Hal, and calling fouls as they should be called, at least in this sport.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact early, and quite frankly, I'd rather be involved in a game where more contact is allowed than one of these ticky-tack things where you shoot 60 free throws in a game.
But Osalwe dribbles a free throw over the rim and in. Kevin hasn't had much playing time today. The Hilltoppers are down a couple of players today. Josh Anderson sprained his ankle at Houston. For the first time in his career, and he's a senior, he's missing a game. That's how durable he's been. Also missing today is Luke Frampton. He did not dress for the game at Houston, not dressing today. He is not playing due to being unavailable for undisclosed reasons. And Osalwe hits a pair of free throws. And the junior out of Toronto has scored 5 points, and we played 7 minutes, and WKU leads the Panthers 18-7. Kokorin has the ball out near the red towel as he comes front court against the Hilltopper 2-3 zone. Sends it over to the right side to Hawkins. Hawkins has attempted 123s and 2 free throws, believe it or not. I didn't know that was possible. Davis airballs the 3, missed everything with the floor. WKU with the rebound. They quickly come front court. Here's Milton from the right side, puts it up on the run, no good. It is pulled down by Davis of FIU to Kokorin. Kokorin to the left block, up inside, block! Picked up now by Kerrigan, puts it back up, no good. And it called Kerrigan for an offensive foul. And that'll be the second foul on the FIU center.
Osalwe headed to the bench with his hand over his mouth, I believe. Well, now we're okay. I thought the way he was carrying on and moving to the bench, I thought he sprung a leak bleeding, but he seems to be okay. He's back in.
It was an accidental elbow that Dumont Kerrigan threw that hit the Hilltopper player Osalwe in the nose, and that's why a foul was called on Kerrigan. Unfortunate injury on a foul on Kerrigan. He was not intending to hit him, of course, hit him accidentally, and he's been whistled for his second foul.
Well, the flagrant fouls are not measured by intent, so they are going to look at it right here, and I don't particularly like this. No. Basketball is played at a fast pace. There's going to be contact. Most of it's just due to playing. Now, if there is some intent in there, absolutely penalize the player to the fullest extent. But I wish they'd play on through a lot of these type of issues.
Well, look at the replay. He grabbed the rebound as he's turning to put the shot up. His elbow hit Osalwe in the nose or the mouth.
Yeah, anybody that thinks basketball is a non-contact sport, I would argue vehemently against that opinion. I've got plenty of scars on my face and body from the years that I played, and that was back in the day when guys weren't bodybuilders like they are today.
So they'll take the look at this, and we'd like to let you know about Geico. Did you know that right now Geico's offering an extra 15% credit on car, motorcycle, and RV policies? That's on top of what Geico could already save you. So what are you waiting for? Visit geico.com to learn more.
Hey, Randy, right now, the Toppers, we talked about turnovers, and right now the Hilltoppers have yet to commit one after committing 20 in that loss at Houston. And again, the Toppers averaging in conference play about 16 turnovers per game, way too many. The only time a turnover is a good thing is when it's got cherry filling stuffed in it, it's baked at 350. Only time it's a good thing. A little icing on it.
We'll see if that continues. The Panthers are averaging 8 steals a game. Here's Hollingsworth in backcourt. Brings it across the timeline against Paytar. Down the middle to McKnight on the wing, to the red towel. Out front, picks up a dribble. Long bounce pass to a cutting Milton, who dumps it.
Nice. That's a State Farm assist right there. Assist sponsored by State Farm Agents of Bowling Green. Ginger Cleary, D.C. Clement, Kirk Gammons, David Graves. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's 20-7, WKU by 13 over the Owls with 8 minutes gone by in the first half from Diddle Arena today. These two teams will play tomorrow right here at noon. Hawkins loose in the corner, just off the front of the iron, he missed it. Tavion Hollingsworth rebounding for WKU, works his way to the foul line in front court, and Kikorin shut him down. They're trying to find someone open, goes deep to Kenny Cooper, who's been playing well lately. Cooper dribbles it left, stops, out top to Williams, shoots a 3 from the top of the key. Buried it! A South Central Bank 3 from Carson Williams is open up with 8 points, and WKU leads it 23-7. South Central Bank is home the official debit card of Western Kentucky University Athletics. Here's a reach-in foul on the Hilltopper defender McKnight, trying to punch the ball away from Cameron Kikorin. Commits the foul, and we have a media timeout. 11:24 to play first half. Western Kentucky University 23 and FIU 7. This is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College while you're watching it on ESPN. WKU off to a fantastic start here this afternoon. They lead the Panthers of FIU 23-7. 11:24 to play in this opening half, when we understand that Kevin Osalwe, who took that elbow in the face, or in the mouth actually, Kevin Osalwe now has a missing tooth. Well, the tooth may not be missing, they may have found it, but it's not where it should be.
Exactly, got a tooth knocked out on that. I didn't anticipate that because there was no blood.
FIU has the ball front court, cross court to Kikorin, guarded there by Cooper. Hilltoppers are now in a man-to-man. Works the back deep on the left side to Davis, coming baseline on Milton, who's shutting down nicely. His pass comes out between the circles to Kikorin. 25-foot heave, swish. Kikorin's a 26% three-point shooter. That's his 14th make this year in 51 tries, and the Hilltopper lead over the Panthers at 23-10. Hollingsworth deep on the right wing in half court. Now on the baseline to the muscular 6'1" guard McKnight, goes into the paint of the smaller Brewer, and he's walloped and fouled, and he's grabbing his mouth as well. We may have to have a dentist show up.
Well, you mentioned Brewer and how quick he is. He's listed at 5'8", and I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty generous. I'm not sure he's 5'8", but if you're playing Division I college basketball at that size, you better be quick.
McKnight at the free throw line. Brewer picked up the foul. McKnight hits the free throw. Speaking of quick guards, I watched the Kelvin Sampson press conference afterwards, after the WKU game. Watched it this morning. Sampson said of all the teams they played this year, that Western Kentucky University had the quickest guards they faced. And I said, you know, the small guards, but it's the only time this year they've had trouble keeping guards out of the paint. It was in that first half in Houston.
Well, it's high praise. I mean, they've had some great competition this year, Houston has.
McKnight hits a pair of free throws. The Kentucky High School Player of the Year last season is shooting 82% from the foul line this year, and the Hilltoppers are up 25-10 over the Panthers. Kikorin baseline drive cut off by Rawls, who's in the starting lineup today for the first time this season. Started 16 times a year ago. Three-pointer lofted by Lovett, no good. Rebound inside by Wilcox. Shovels it back up, it's over the iron, pulled back and laid up and missed by Davis. And a traffic pass, he got it. Davis took it right away from him. Out top for a Brewer three, swish. Second three from Tevin Brewer. And with 10:14 to go in a half, the Hilltopper lead over the Owls at 25-13. Brewer in the back pocket of McKnight in backcourt. Jump pass coming left side to Rawls. He's now in front court with the dribble. In the corner to Cooper, penetrating. Deep to Rawls at the top of the key. Brewer, I mean, is all over him. Here's Cooper, cross-court pass to McKnight. Lobs it, the pass was tipped. He's trying to lob it to Bassey, and it was tipped. And the Owls now have it after the turnover. He'll come for Lovett, 3, and he misses it from the left wing. Pulled down by Hollingsworth. Lovett averages 11 points a game. Here comes Hollingsworth into the paint. A runner down. First 2 points for Tavion Hollingsworth, who now needs 5 points to catch T.J. Price for 6th all-time scoring in Western Kentucky University history. Tops up 27-13. Kokorin with the ball to Baxter. Down the wing to Brewer. Brewer to the foul line. In our simulcast, step back 3 over McKnight on the rim and off. Pulled down by Bassey. 9:15 to go in the half.
Brewer defensively is like one of those little horsefly. You've been outside and it's just horsefly you can't get rid of. That's the way it is.
Rawls missing a 3 from out front. Rebound behind the foul line. Lob it to Bassey. Slam dunk.
Nice little touch pass up to the rim for Charles Bassey, who's quite capable at 6'11", going up and finishing strong, and he did so.
16-point Hilltopper lead, 29-13. McKnight this year, 76 assists, 41 turnovers. Kokorin from 30, missing it, wrapped up by Bassey. Bassey now to Hollingsworth, slows it down. It's in the hands of Cooper, the senior from Nashville. 8:41 to play in the half. Hilltoppers over the Panthers, 29-13. Here's Lovett guarding McKnight. Top of the key roll. Slow to Bassey inside. Triple teamed. And as he goes up for a shot, Kokorin, the guard who came down to help out, fouled him.
That's the 17th foul on the Panthers. So Toppers will be shooting fouls from this point forward.
Bassey's averaging 17.5 points and 11.5 rebounds a game this season. Has not been to the free throw line much lately. Just 4 free throws in his last 2 games. So they want to change that today. He scored 8 points.
He's on his way back to another double-double. He's got 6 boards and 8 points at this point in the game.
Free throw rims out. It's his 64th Hilltopper game. He's had a double-double on his previous 33. His next one, he'll tie Greg Smith with 34 career double-doubles. WKU winning 29-13 over FIU with 8:28 to play in the first half from Diddle Arena this afternoon. And Charles takes a deep breath, and the 6'11 junior will shoot and make. And with each made free throw, that's $10 from Houchins Industries to their Charity Champions program. 30-13, WKU up in front by 17 points. Ball's batted away by McKnight in half court as they tried to get it in the hands of Brewer. FIU coached by Jeremy Ballard. He's done a good job at FIU. It's a terrible season they have right now. They won 20 last year. Here's Brewer between the circles. Bounce pass to Lovett for a long bomb over McKnight. Contact after the shot, no foul, he fell down. Long rebound pulled down by Banks for FIU, and they get it again. Mitchell's down in the game, a junior college recruit, DJ Mitchell from Washington, D.C. Here's Banks driving, Bassey blocked the shot. Bassey goes down, picked up inside. Shot banked up and in by Kerrigan. Bassey blocked the shot, but Kerrigan picked it up and scored. Every time Charles goes down, you hold your breath.
That's for sure.
Here comes McKnight. They're all over him. There's a pass to Osalwe with one less tooth right now. He has it over in front of the FIU bench. He'll worry about that after the game. Here's McKnight in the middle. And they're overplaying the pass out front. He goes that way anyway to Osalwe against Mitchell. Now deep to Bassey right at the key. In the right corner to guard McKnight. Fallback jumper. That's not normally his game. He missed the shot. Then Osalwe, who's almost a foot taller than Brewer, went over Brewer's back and fouled him. First foul on Kevin Osalwe, and we have immediate timeout with 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. WKU playing well right now. They lead the visiting Panthers 30-15. This is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College while watching on ESPN+. 15. We're at Diddle Arena on this Sunday afternoon, and we have a lot of fans both here virtually. I guess you can call it virtually. They have their
little fan cutouts, big promotion, I guess everywhere across the country. You see folks having their cutouts and their pets and children and grandchildren and whomever else they want.
We had a WKU fan cutout make it to Houston on Thursday.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did. That was interesting.
Here's some backcourt pressure. Osalwe will be guarding Brewer, trying to deny him the pass, and Brewer gets it in the corner, and Osalwe is up front where Josh Anderson normally is on this 1-3-1 press. Anderson's out with an ankle injury today. They lob over that press. Brewer throws it about 30 feet, and it's caught and dunked on the other end.
Yeah, that's the soft underbelly of that half-court press. You've got all your armament at the half-court area, and you leave one guy back to guard, and that time Tavion Hollingsworth unable to stop that play.
Kerrigan dunked it. He's 6'9". Tavion 6'2". Mismatch there. 30-17. WKU up by 13 points. Here's Rawls on the left wing, spinning his way into the paint, knocked away, but Bassey retrieves it. Now back to Rawls again. He'll try it the second time. Comes into the paint, all the way down. A little leaner. It wedged up off the back of the iron. It's like all the air went out of the ball, and then it rolled over and in.
It just hit perfectly at that right angle between the glass and the iron of the rim, and stopped the ball completely, and it rolled in.
15-point Hilltopper lead, 32-17. Brewer threw a pass into the corner, then fell down. He threw it to Lovett, who then dribbled toward the rim where Brewer had fallen down to, and he dribbled the ball off his teammates' back, and it went out of bounds.
Brewer so pesky, he's even kicking the ball away from his own players.
Here's a backward pass to McKnight against Brewer. Brewer is very fun to watch. He's out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. McKnight throws it to Rawls to the foul line. Cross court, wide open look for Osalway. In and out, look good, didn't go. Brewer for the rebound. Brewer brings it the other way. In the right corner, spotting up for Banks is a three in the corner. He missed it, and Charles Bassey comes out of nowhere to wrap it up. Bassey now to Rawls in backcourt. The Hilltopper big man has 7 first-half rebounds. Rawls to the foul line, open 15-footer on the rim and off. Bassey tipped it up, no good with the left hand. It was on the rim and fell off. Lovett runs the other way, almost threw it over and back to his guard Brewer. They go in the right corner to Mitchell. Mitchell back on the right side, caught there by Banks. Banks dribbles to the top of the key against Kevin Osalway. Gives it up deep on the right side to Jay Mitchell against Hollingsworth, is a good defender. Wild and crazy heave off the side of the board, off the dribble. Rebound by Bassey, now to Tavion Hollingsworth. Right side to Rawls. Cross court left side. Picked up. No, they dropped it. Picked up there on a runner, and it's missed by the Hilltopper guard McKnight. Retrieved by Tavion. 8-footer in the paint. No. And a foul. It's going to be on FIU.
Toppers had some really good shots, good look at the last couple possessions, but just unable to get the lid off the bucket. Topper shooting 39% in this one, 26% for FIU.
Bassey back to the free throw line. The Hilltoppers have attempted 10 free throws today. He was pushed going up for a tip try. So Bassey wearing a right sleeve on his right leg today. Sometimes he has it on, sometimes he doesn't. Of course, he had the broken leg a year ago. He'll be back to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. This one is airborne, and it's in and out. Everyone playing as if it was a 2-shot foul. They pause and don't hit the floor. Then someone grabbed it, and the Panthers bring it front court. Here's a pass coming into the corner. Picked up there by Davis. Davis is a transfer from UTSA, another school here in the conference. Picked off now by McKnight on a cross-court pass. Here's Rawls coming down. Lobs to the Bassey. He caught and dunked it. But very unselfish play.
Nice to have a teammate that's 6'11" and jumps well. Charles Bassey trailing that play, and the freshman Tavion McKnight knew exactly, or Davion McKnight, excuse me, knew exactly where Charles was.
Bassey, number 2 in the nation in total dunks this year. He's had about 3 today. Kerrigan, the center for FIU, at the top of the key. WKU winning 34-17. 4.5 minutes to go in our simulcast today on ESPN+. Here's a bumping foul by Williams, closing out on the wing against the guard, Kokorin. Thought he was going to shoot a 3-point jumper. When he had Carson off balance, he then dribbled it from left to right, and Carson Williams bumped and fouled him. And it's only the Hilltoppers' 3rd foul. For the year, FIU does not go to the free throw line a bunch, and they don't shoot particularly well either. They shoot 31 threes a game and shoot 16 free throws a game. Jonathan Nunez is now in the game for the Panthers, a sophomore guard at 5'11". He's from Miami. Here's Davis, barrels to the hoop. Bassey blocked the shot. Rebound basket put back up and in, though, by Dante Wilcox, the freshman from West Palm Beach, Florida. 34-19. Hilltoppers throw over the press, and Williams has it now in the hands of Rawls. Josh Anderson not playing today, the day in and day out starter for WKU. He sprained his ankle at Houston Thursday. It's the first game in his 4 years that he's missed. Here's Tavion between the circles. Up and down dribble, between the legs, into the paint. A runner up off the rim and in. The mid-range master gets it done. And Hollingsworth has 4 points. It's 36-19. WKU by 17 points.
Nice soft touch by Hollingsworth.
Kokorin, follow-away three from the right wing in front of Rick Stansbury. No good. Pulled down by Davion McKnight, the good rebounding freshman guard. Hands to Bassey, fires a three from way up front. Watch out. That ball almost shattered the glass. He threw it up too hard. Davis rebounds, coming that way, right to left for FIU. Davis gets it back from Kokorin and fires a three and makes it. Davis averages 12. WKU 36, FIU 22 with 3:12 to go in the half. Passing backcourt to Hollingsworth. This is FIU's pace, but WKU up by 14 points. Playing their kind of game. Davion brings it front court against Kokorin. Hands it off now to McKnight at half court. Nunez on him, man on man. McKnight sends it to Rawls in front of the FIU bench on the left wing. Rolls it low on the baseline to the strong man Williams. Could not back in against another muscular player in Davis. Here comes McKnight. Goes into the lane. Throws it up left hand off the window and in.
It was a nifty little play by McKnight. He kind of had to sail through there to get away from the shot blockers and was able to get it up off the glass and in.
Hilltopper freshman point guard scored 6 points, according to the foul line, with the Hilltoppers winning 38-22. Deep now to Banks against Rawls. Isaiah Banks goes cross court to Davis on the wing to Kokorin against McKnight. Dribbles into the corner. McKnight, great defense, and McKnight stole the ball as well. He comes down the sideline against Wilcox. He's coming to the block, lays it up, crashed to the floor, knocked down, no foul. Ball blocked out of bounds by FIU.
You better put the orthopedic surgeons on call here for today and tomorrow.
And there is a media break, and it'll be Hilltopper basketball. And speaking of that, Med Center Health is the official orthopedics and sports medicine partner of WKU Athletics. This is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College, while watching on ESPN+. Welcome back to our simulcast of Western Kentucky University basketball against FIU today. I'd like to let you know about JBK Network Consulting. No matter if your company's big or small, everyone needs to protect their information and process they work so hard to build. JBK Network Consulting, your partner in this ever-changing technological world. JBK Network Consulting can be reached at 796-8935. That's 270-796-8935 or jbk.net. Remember, at JBK Network Consulting, they connect everything. FIU had the block shot, so McKnight will take it in. Well, they looked to throw it to McKnight, was not open. Rawls lobs it out of between the circles to Leaping Williams. Then there's a foul on Banks, who went up there with Williams, sort of a jump ball, kind of a exchange between Williams and Banks fouled Williams as he made the catch out near half court. The pass came from the baseline. That's how far that pass was thrown.
Carson Williams 3 of 4 at the free throw line today. Toppers as a team 8 of 11.
Hilltoppers are 7th in the nation, shooting 79% as a team. They average 20 free throws a game. It is on the rim and in. It was wide to the left. I thought for sure it was going to carry him off to the left side. Somehow it hit the left side of the rim and then bounced to the right and went in.
Just had the good spin on that thing and good elevation and deadened the ball on the iron.
Williams hits a pair. Strong man from Owenton, Kentucky. The most free throws he shot in a game this year is 11. That was against MTSU, but he's off to that kind of a start today. He's attempted 7 in the first half.
He's improved his shooting percentage a good deal this season.
40-22, WKU by 18. Spinning and missing is Banks from the baseline, and it's out of bounds off of Osalwe for WKU. It'll be FIU basketball backcourt, or did he point the wrong way? Yep, they pointed the wrong way. It's off of the Panthers.
Kevin Osalwe, heretofore will be referred to as Snaggletooth.
At least for today, and probably tomorrow. I don't know. We'll have time later today to get that tooth put back where it should be, rather than in the trainer's back pocket on the sideline. 1:43 to go. Hilltoppers have the ball, and Tavion's out front, guarded by the defending Hawkins. Left side Rawls jumping up and shooting a three, and it's in and out. Williams rebounds in traffic. Back up, knocked away. Tavion gets it for the tops on the baseline. Spinning, shooting, short. Pulled down now by FIU's Davis. WKU with 3 looks inside the paint that time down. Tevin Brewer left to the key. Foul on dribble. Lobs it low to an open Wilcox, and he'll lay it up and in. Bassey not in the game right now, so there was an open look inside for Wilcox, and with 1:05 to go, the Hilltopper leader of the Panthers is at 40-24. Here's McKnight, right side pass. Williams with a 3 on the rim and off. Osalwe stole the rebound away from Davis and put it up and in.
Well, that was just a great play by Asawe to stick with that ball and take it away and stick it in.
On the other end, Wilcox beat the Hilltoppers down and laid it in. It's now 42-26, WKU by 16, 40 seconds to play in the first half. Here's McKnight, long range left side. Rick wants to take a timeout. So the Hilltopper head coach looking for win number 98 as the WKU head man takes a timeout with WKU winning 42-26. 38 seconds are left in this first half with, shot clock with 24.
Randy, take a look at points in the paint right now. The Hilltoppers leading that and with a commanding 26-12 lead. Let's see if they can continue to extend that with their size difference. Ace Hardware presents points in the paint feature this year. Ace now has Benjamin Moore paints. Get your next project started with inspiration and expert advice. Visit any of our 3 Bowling Green Ace Marketplace locations and choose your color today.
Kevin Osawa is getting more playing time today with Josh Anderson out, and with a 16-point first half margin between the two teams, is taking advantage of it, Hal Schmidt. He has scored 7. That's the most he scored in a conference game this year.
Well, he's played very little minutes. I mean, go back to Tennessee Tech. Gosh, I don't even remember. That was before the conference
game of the
season.
year, 11 games ago.
Yeah, that was his most minutes he played in quite a while. 13 minutes in that one, but it's been single digits here on out. Against the first Rice game, he did not play in that one. So good minutes for him.
Tops working down inside, goes through the hands of Williams. Saved by Osawe. Tavion then driving and missing. It's off the head of Carson Williams. Osawe fighting Brewer for the rebound, and it's a tie-up. And Osawe's hustle's been impressive.
Well,
the ball will go back to the Panthers.
Tell you what, a coach will reward play like that more than anything. I mean, Kevin Osawe, the minutes that he's getting, he's making the most of it. He's hustling. He's all over the place, not giving up on plays. Coaches love to see that, regardless of what the scoreboard says.
Panthers can hold for the final shot as Brewer walks it across the timeline against McKnight's man-to-man defense. 10 seconds to go in the half. He dribbles it to left to the key. To the foul line, he's cut off. He goes to the corner. It's picked off by Tavion. Front court to Carson. Caught it. Driving. Shooting. A foul. It's off the bottom of the iron with 1.4 seconds to go. And Williams will shoot 2.
Well, the Toppers were fortunate there. Carson Williams led the charge, got the pass from Tavion Hollingsworth, but you really don't want Carson handling the ball from the top of the key going in. It could result in a turnover, or charge, or whatever. But fortunately, Carson was bailed out on that with 1.4 to go. Gets 2 free throws, makes the first.
Williams at the free throw line on this Sunday afternoon has only missed 1 attempt. He is now 6 for 7. Here it is, on the rim, twice, and in. 1 second to go. Hilltoppers up 44-26. Backward heave by Brewer is short, and the Hilltoppers with an impressive first half. A track meet as it goes from left to right quickly. The Hilltoppers go in at halftime, leading FIU by 18 points at 44-26.
Not a great shooting afternoon to first half for either team. 39% for the Hilltoppers, 32% for the Panthers.
Hilltoppers getting some great play from a lot of different players. They've owned it up front. Williams at 12, Bassey with 11. We'll be back with the halftime show right after this.
It's halftime in Diddle Arena at Bowling Green, Kentucky, where the Western Kentucky University Hilltoppers are leading the Florida
Tops
International
here at Diddle Arena today, opening up a
Panthers,
four-game homestand.
44-26. Toppers been pretty much of a track meet in the first half. Very fast-paced game. Neither team shooting particularly well. 39% for WKU, 32% for the Panthers. Hilltoppers looking to maintain their control of Conference USA. As far as win percentage goes, Toppers 8-2 on this abbreviated season. They're 80%. They lead the way for Conference USA at this point. Louisiana Tech is next. They have a record in the league 12-4, 75%. North Texas also at 75% at 9-3. Those two teams, North Texas squares off with UAB next week. We're going to be back with more of the halftime wrap-up after this, listening to Hilltopper basketball on ESPN+. We are back in Diddle Arena, where the Hilltoppers have a halftime lead of 44-26 over Florida International. Again, very fast-paced game. Neither team shooting particularly well, but the Toppers with the edge. from the field, 39% on 15 of 38, 11 of 30 floor with Florida International. Three-point shooting, not the issue. The Hilltoppers, or at least in the first half, not the issue the Hilltoppers were concerned with, as Florida International was only 4 of 16, and that one for 25%. Toppers have 26 turnovers to FIU's 22. Turnovers, which were a big issue for the Hilltoppers in Houston Thursday night, where they committed 20 in that loss. Only committing 1 in the first half of this one. FIU with 9. Three-point field goal shooting, you see the percentage there. Toppers with 22, 25% for FIU. Again, FIU coming into this one leads the country in field goal attempts from beyond the arc. They came in to this one with 752 attempts. 5th in the nation in makes, however, at 254. So the Toppers right now owning the on the edge. FIU did not shoot a free throw in the first half, where the Toppers were 12 of 15. Toppers were led in scoring by Carson Williams with 12 points. He also had 3 rebounds in the half. Charles Bassey on his way to a double-double with 11 points, 9 rebounds in this one. Joining him in scoring, Kevin Asawe came in and gave 7 good minutes for the Hilltoppers. He scored 7 points. Jordan Rawls with 2 points. Tavion Hollingsworth had 4. David McKnight 6. Kylan Milton had 2. Kenny Cooper played 6 minutes but did not score. For FIU, they were led in scoring by Brewer and Wilcox and Kerrigan. Each of those had 6. Davis had 5, and Corcoran had 3. Hilltoppers again leading this one 44-26. We touched on the standings in UAB. This was originally set to be the final weekend of Conference USA play, but with the makeups due to COVID and some weather issues, this coming week you're going to see some of these games being made up. WKU currently leads the league in percentage. Now they've only played 10 games coming into this today, so after all the other league games are out of the way. So the Toppers are playing today and tomorrow. So they will be at 12 games after these 2 games. So Tops lead the way at 8 and 10. That's 80%. Tech and North Texas, 12 and at 75%. Louisiana Tech has played the most conference games. They're 12 and 4. North Texas 9 and 3. Old Dominion, whom the Hilltoppers will face in a makeup next Friday and Saturday, are 10 and 4. So they can certainly play the spoiler in this. UAB is at 11 and 5. Now, the other games of issue coming up this weekend as being made up will be UAB at North Texas. So if the Hilltoppers playing Old Dominion can hold court here in Diddle Arena, no matter what happens, they will be the outright league winners, and then the Conference USA tournament will begin the following week. Carson Williams and Charles Bassey in the first half, due to the size difference, were able to really dominate the paint, where the Hilltoppers outscored the visitors 26-12. The rebounds were pretty much in favor of the Hilltoppers as well, 26-22 as a team. Carson Williams and Charles Bassey leading the way mostly. Carson was very active on the offensive glass. Charles Bassey had some dunks, where he is highly ranked nationally in the number of total dunks on the season. Carson Williams also showing his ability to step out and make some threes. Carson had several free throws in that first half. He was 7 and 8 on his trips to the line. So there you see a panned out view where the Hilltoppers are, like everyone else, allowing about 25% attendance in most of their games. Again, we talked about points in the paint being the difference right now, 26-12. Florida International, not a big presence in the paint. Most of their shots, most of their attempts come from deep in this one. They attempted 34 field goals in the first half, and 16 of those were from beyond the arc. So here's some points in the paint, as you see. Charles Bassey again with one of his dunks. Carson Williams working the paint hard in there. He's just so big and strong. He's able to gain position, to fight through a lot of contact, keep that ball up on the glass. Florida International, that was the 6'9" Damon Kerrigan with some points. He also had a couple of dunks in there. One was on the back end of the 1-3-1 full court press that Florida International was able to beat and get in deep for Kerrigan to make the dunk Tavian Hollingsworth, known for his mid-range game, also had a couple of nice baskets in the middle. But I tell you what, you got to put your hard hat on if you plan on going to the paint. This is a very physical game. And again, the Toppers went to the free throw line, 12 of 15 at the stripe, 80%. That's right on their season average. FIU yet to get to the stripe, but they don't shoot a lot typically, and only shoot about 66% when they get there. There's a wide shot of John Oldham Court in Diddle Arena. Building's been here since 1963. We'll be back with second half action right after this. Thanks for watching here on ESPN Plus.
As we begin play on our simulcast today on the Hilltopper Sports Radio Network and the ESPN Plus, Randy Lee and Hal Schmidt back with you. And a cast of a lot of hard workers behind the scene. Hilltoppers have the ball first with an 18-point lead. They throw an alley-oop to Bass. He was not able to go up and get it, but somehow he caught it on his way down, grabbed it again, missed a shot, went back up and in and scored on a little 5-footer in front of the rim.
When the pass was made, I think McKnight was anticipating coming around the Florida International players, but he didn't. He just maintained his spot, and the ball landed right in his lap.
Here's a turnover by the Owls, picked up, or by the Panthers rather, picked up by Williams to Hollingsworth for a foul line jumper, and the 15-footer is perfect. Davion now has 6 points, and Western Kentucky University scored the first 4 points of the half. This is their biggest lead of the game over FIU, 48-26. Here's Davis on the right wing, transfer from another school in this conference. He was at UTSA. Back behind him now on the right to Banks, out top to Kerrigan, over now on the left side to Brewer. Head down, Joe puts it up on the run, flips it up high on the window and in as he went from left to right on the drive, and Brewer has 8. Hilltoppers by 20, 48-28. Only one turnover, Hal, against constant pressure in the first half by the Tops.
Yeah, that's a huge improvement over the loss Thursday night at Houston where they committed 20.
Rawls, dribble drive to the baseline, low in the iron, got his own rebound. Back to the right side to Tavion, fake the jumper, comes right off the block. His shot was spiked out of bounds by Kerrigan, who just picked up his 3rd block shot. Kerrigan's had a game this year with 5 block shots against Old Dominion. He had 6 in the game against UTSA. He is 52 for the year, trailing Charles Bassey for the conference lead.
Yeah, Tavion tried to quick trigger that one to get it up over Kerrigan, but it wasn't quick enough.
Bassey makes a catch behind the 3-point line on the right. Wing hands it behind him to Tavion, who faked the jumper. Comes to the foul line, deep to Rawls, who's not shy today. Makes the 3-pointer. A South Central Bank 3. Rawls is now 2 of 10 shooting. South Central Bank is home, the official debit card of WKU Athletics.
Rawls doesn't have trouble shooting, sometimes has trouble making it. He's got a nice shot, a good release, a good high jump on his jump shot, good rotation on the ball, just not always on target, and that's generally a confidence issue.
Brewer line drives the free throw in and out from the left corner, rebounded by McKnight for WKU, left wing to Rawls in front court. Rawls underhand alley-oop to Bassey, who was pushed from behind. He missed a shot, but he got his own rebound. Wheels around the defender, missed a shot, but Kerrigan picked up his 3rd foul. Nice spin move on the baseline by Bassey.
It was, and Charles has been very active going after missed shots. He did it in the first bucket here for the Hilltoppers in this half, and he's doing quite well here. Now he's bleeding and going over to get a little medical attention from John Irwin, the trainer for the Hilltoppers.
Bassey will have 2 free throws. He is 1 for 3 today. Bassey for the year is 55 of 73, 75% free throw shooter. Shooting them right in front of us, and with every made free throw, Halton's Industries donating $10 to the Charity Champions program. Bassey's free throw is short. An unusual free throw shooting afternoon for Bassey. FIU has 5 new players. 5 in, 5 out, as they trail at 51-28.
Yep.
Here early in the second half.
Bassey is a 75% free throw shooter on the season, but he's been not on target here this afternoon, 1 of 4 at this point.
See if he gets that one over the rim this time. Makes the adjustment, but it rims in and out. He's 1 for 5. Kentucky's Dairies, Prairie Farms. Visit prairiefarms.com/coupons and grab some savings with your favorite Prairie Farms items. Here is Kokorin from the baseline. Shot was blocked by Williams, and he tries to tap it to a teammate. Didn't. Tapped it to Tavion instead. A hook pass over his right shoulder to Williams on the right block. He bounces past to the paint. It's batted away. Woo. Then the alley-oop to Bassey. Missed the tip. Got it again. Tipped it up and in. Persistence paying off from Bassey.
Well, that's the third possession early in this half, less than 3 minutes in, where Charles Bassey has gone up and gone up after his own missed shots and got him back in.
53-28, WKU by 25.
Oh, no doubt.
Wilcox just threw it shoulder into McKnight, who tried to fight over that pick that he was setting for the dribbler Nunez. And Wilcox is a big boy, as is McKnight, and Wilcox floored him, and Wilcox is called for the foul.
Well, as he should have been. I was watching that transpire, and Wilcox made the handoff and leaned. You can't do that. As a screener, you've got to just maintain your position. You can't extend a hip or a shoulder, and he definitely leaned into that with his big, broad shoulders and leveled McKnight.
Didn't know they made him that rough and tough in the plush city of West Palm Beach, Florida. Here's a backcourt pass to McKnight. 6'1", 190-pound muscular guard, brings it front court against the tight defense of Hawkins. He goes deep to Williams at the top of the key. Hands it off behind him to Rawls out of Chattanooga. He's a sophomore starting today for Josh Anderson, who's out with an ankle sprain. May not play tomorrow either. Cross-court pass, Tavion fires the three from the wing. Good! Holy moly! Tavion now has moved past T.J. Price. He is 6th all-time in Hilltopper scoring in program history. 56-28, Kokorin in the paint. Back out. Here's a three on the left wing. It goes in and out. It's rebounded by Bassey as Paytar missed it. How appropriate it was for Tavion to move past TJ on the three. No one's ever made more three-pointers in Hilltopper history than TJ Price. 247 of them. Here's Rawls to the top of the key. Hilltopper's up 56-28. Lob low to Williams. Over Hawkins, and he dumped it. Hawkins was fronting him at 5'11", fans. Carson 6'5".
Very nice assist. Again, this is sponsored by State Farm agents of Bowling Green, Jonathan McDaniel, Tony Rhodes, J.R. Wade, and Kyle Woosley. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's now a 30-point WKU lead, 58-28. Here's a three-pointer on the left wing. It's missed again by Paytar, the freshman from Montenegro.
Kravakovic.
You can handle the last name. That's not my job. Low to Bassey with the block. Turnaround hook shot. Good. Quickly got it down to Charles. He put it up in. He has 17. And head coach Jeremy Ballard, you cannot wait for the media break, so he takes a timeout.
I just wanted the listeners to know which Paytar we're talking about. There might be multiple. So, oh boy, here we go. Kravakovic is the one we're talking about.
Exactly why I'm staying with Paytar. We'll take a break. This is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College and on ESPN. Invite you. Randy and Hal back with you here at the Diddle Arena. It's been all WKU today as the Tops have run away from the Panthers 60-28. They were big favorites, so I don't know that anyone anticipated a rout in a process like this. Isaiah Kozart comes in for Western Kentucky University. The sophomore from Richmond, Kentucky is in.
Now the two quick guards for FIU are in at the same time, Brewer and Hawkins.
Bounce pass inside, and it's stolen by Rawls, who's playing safety. Front court pass comes to McKnight on the wing, and the Hilltoppers will bring it back with their big lead of 60-28.
1-on-4, wiser heads prevailed as McKnight brought that ball back out and circled the wagons here.
25 minutes into the game, and WKU still has only one turnover. Here's Hollingsworth from the left wing to McKnight between the circles. McKnight to the foul line, flips it up on the run, on the rim, and in! Nice soft touch from Davion McKnight, who has 8. And the Hilltoppers have scored 18 of the game's 20 points. This is what Houston did to the Hilltoppers in the first, about the 18-minute mark. It got started in the second half in Houston Thursday. Three-corner line drive in by Javante Hawkins. I didn't think he shot it high enough to get over and in, but he did.
Barely.
Hawkins this year, 121 attempted threes. 2 free throw attempts. Double team in backcourt on McKnight. Banks was back there at 6'5", along with Brewer at 5'6". They double teamed him as he tried to throw a jump pass. It was knocked out of bounds. It'll be Hilltopper basketball when we return in backcourt with a 31-point lead over the Panthers. We have a break, 14:26 to go. Western Kentucky University 62. WKU has doubled up FIU this afternoon, 62-31. And our simulcast has been brought to you by the Kentucky Beef Council and Kentucky Beef. It's still what's for dinner. A rainy day weather-wise outside, but it's been glorious for the Hilltoppers and their fans indoors today. They've been playing really well. And FIU shooting 32%, 13 of 40. I think most people are just excited that there's only been one Hilltopper turnover. They've had some games this year where they've turned it over in bunches, and I mean, this is not Houston, we all know that, but nonetheless, it's still a dramatic improvement over the Thursday night game at Houston where they turned it over 20 times, and the Cougars scored 27 points off those turnovers.
Toppers with averaging 16 in league play, 4 different occasions have had 20 or more turnovers in games, and you just cannot do that. So they have really done a much better job here this afternoon with just one. You have to go back all the way to December 10th when the Hilltoppers had a 86-84 win over Gardner Webb. Only committed 4 turnovers in that one.
I spoke too quickly. Hilltoppers just turned it over on a shot clock violation. They were not able to get the shot up in time, so that'll just be their second turnover today. 6 minutes gone by in the second half. Hilltoppers now playing without Bassey and Williams. They're out of the lineup. Josh Anderson, their senior starter, has not missed a game his entire career, missing one today because of an ankle sprain, and Brewer just hit a long 3 from the right wing for the Panthers. WKU 62 and FIU 34. Here's Rawls in backcourt.
6th make from deep for Florida International today, 6 of 21.
They average just under 11 makes a game and 31 attempts. Rawls jumps and shoots it from 3. Made it! A South Central Bank 3 from Rawls. You know, he gets up in a hurry and probably jumps as high as any Hilltopper on his jump shot.
He's got a great looking jump shot.
South Central Bank is home to the official debit card of Western Kentucky University Athletics. Rawls has scored 8. That's his second 3 today. He has 15 made this year. 31-point lead. Nunez in the corner on Rawls, goes into the paint all the way over to the right side, dribbled it off his knee, tries to save it, and fires it in front court. Cooper picks it up. Cooper coming down on Nunez, ran right through him, and that's a charge foul. Saw that one developing. Cooper ran right through Nunez.
Yeah, Cooper just a little too excited to make a great play right there. Second turnover in as many possessions for the Hilltoppers, and sometimes that's what happens when you got a game that you're 31 points up on with 13 minutes to go. Start doing things that you didn't do to get you to this point.
Kylan Milton will check in for Western Kentucky University, the 6'3" freshman from Arkansas. And Milton is in, and he'll replace Hollingsworth. Here's Brewer in the middle. Over now to Kerrigan, the center, out between the circles. Back to Hawkins, top of the key, left side. Brewer in the corner for 3 by Nunez, and it's no good. Cozart grabbing the ball, tipped it to his teammate Milton. Good play. Milton of left sideline to Cooper, now in the middle to Rawls. Stops, shoots a 3. Off the iron, no good. Cozart back up and in, however, on the left side of the rim.
Long, lanky reach of Isaiah Cozart, rewarding the young man with a putback too.
Cozart doesn't play many minutes, but when he's in there, he's a crowd favorite. Rawls tips away a pass that goes out of bounds over the FIU bench.
Yeah.
And it'll be FIU basketball.
Fans like to see kids get rewarded with minutes. They like to see them get rewarded with some positive minutes, especially a good kid like Isaiah. He's just an eager student of the game. He's got he still has work to do, but he's improved in his 2 years here on the Hill.
Don't get many minutes when you back up Charles Bassey.
That's true.
Bassey 17 points, 12 rebounds today. To the hoop, Cozart blocked the shot of Davis. Cozart had 716 block shots in high school, more than any player in Kentucky high school history. Milton wheeling and dealing and got out of control and threw it away. And Hawkins picks it up for FIU. Back to Brewer, nifty move, goes back in the corner for a 3, and it's good by Hawkins. Second 3 by Javante Hawkins. 67-37, the Tops lead at 30. 11:52 left. Cooper front court to Osalwe, turned just in time to catch it. 3-on-1, lob it to Cozart, who grabbed it and dunked it.
That was a really nice assist, unselfish play by Kevin Osalwe, and a finish with a flourish.
69-37, Hawkins line drive 3 from the left side is good. So he's warmed up and hit 3 threes here in the last couple of minutes. Western Kentucky University 69, FIU 40.
FIU with 5 makes, 6 misses from the 3 this half.
Pass tipped away in front court by Lovett, and a long heave from Cooper. He's telling Osalwe to come back and meet that pass. There's a timeout, media break with 11:20 left. And we'll step out. WKU with a comfortable lead today of 29, 69-40 over the Panthers. And this is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College and on ESPN+. We have 11:20 to play here today with WKU leading FIU 69-40. Hilltopper basketball brought to you by U.S. Bank. Proud to be the official banking cornerstone partner of Western Kentucky University Athletics. And At the conclusion of our radio postgame show and our simulcast today, they will sponsor the Hilltopper Player of the Game. Kenny Cooper will make the pass from the baseline in front court. He's having trouble getting it in, throws it up the right sideline. Milton makes a catch, went over and back. Caught the ball in front court, then his momentum carried him over and back. He could have let the ball go in back court and gone back to catch it, but he decided to try to make that catch near the half-court line.
He also knew Brewer was in his hip pocket too, and Brewer was going to be the quicker player to the loose ball for sure. But
WKU with just one starter in the lineup right now, and that's Jordan Rawls, who doesn't normally start. Has not started the game this season until today because of the injury to starting guard Josh Anderson, who's out with a sprained ankle that occurred in Thursday's game at Houston. Nifty pass inside, shot was put up and in by Davis, who cut from the corner as Brewer penetrated the paint and gave it to him, and he laid it in.
FIU attacked the 2-3 zone, the Hilltoppers showed that time.
69-42, Asalway front court left wing, had a good first half. How about 7 points and 3 rebounds in 7 minutes? Tops up by 27 points. Cooper on the right wing hands it deep to Milton, who's almost out of bounds. He throws it away. Lovett picked off the pass. He bangs into Rawls. And let's see, the foul's going to be on Rawls, as Lovett was dribbling down the left sideline. Lovett 6'5" and 200 pounds, 40 pounds heavier than Rawls. He just said, "Get out of my way, young man." And Rawls was also called for the foul. Here's the inbounds pass. Goes from there to Bernie Andre, who just checked in for the first time. They work at the Davis again. They came from that other corner, same pass as he backdoored to Hilltopper and laid it, and this time he came for the right corner rather than the left. FIU giving the Hilltopper backup fits right now. The lead is down to 25 points for the Hilltoppers with 10:20 to go at 69-44. Here's Cozart, the center, out of the right wing to Cooper. Cooper to the foul line in the paint. Goes up for the shot, it's blocked, he got it back. Missed the shot, but he's fouled. Good effort from Cooper. Davis comes over, Rashad Davis, and asks if he's okay. So a good sign of sportsmanship from the Panther, Rashad Davis. Cooper will shoot 2 free throws. Cooper, since moving in as sort of the closer, not as a starter, closes a lot of the games, shooting 56% from the field. He had 9 points in the Thursday loss at Houston. Played probably as well as just about any other Hilltopper in that game out.
Yeah, I think, you know, everyone, including Rick Stansberry, expected Kenny Cooper would be the starting point guard all year. But, you know, he didn't really start off very well, quite frankly, and McKnight kind of got ahead of him in the starting role, but Kenny has played well as a reserve. His offense has picked up, and he's done a good job handling the basketball with very few turnovers.
He missed the second free throw after making the first. 10:10 to play. Top 70, Panthers 44. Brewer out front, top of the key. Stops deep on the right. 3 in the air. Missed there by Bernie Andre, the transfer from Vermont. They have a great basketball program. Cooper with a rebound for WKU. He'll bring it front court. This FIU team has 9 transfers, 9 new transfers this year, 6 from a junior college. Andre just missed the shot, was a transfer from Vermont. Here comes Rawls to the baseline to Milton. He's not shy about shooting. Did pass it up though, but reaching in to take it away was Hawkins. Good play by Hawkins. Comes front court, fires a 25-footer, misses. Andre pushed off on Cozart, no call. Goes in the corner to Hawkins, back out now to the point guard, Brewer. Brewer guarded by Cooper. Brewer goes cross court with a smile on his face. Retrieved there by Davis. Barrels the hoop on Cozart and muscled it up and in.
Yeah, Coach Stansberry let the reserves go as long as he wants. He's getting the starters back in the game at the next dead ball.
70-46 in the middle to Milton. Coming down, up for a dunk, and he's fouled by Andre. Oh, I tell you what, I thought he was going to throw it down.
He did
but
too.
He's fouled by Bernie Andre.
Andre, a 6'6" senior, was not going to let it happen on his watch, and so he'll send Milton to the free throw line. If you're going to earn them, young man, you have to earn them one at a time, he says.
Milton will shoot a pair.
Milton 3 of 4 this season from the stripe.
Tops basketball today brought to you by Village Manor as he shoots a pair. Bowling Green zoning, continuing care retirement community. Milton missing it. He has a couple of points today.
Free throw is usually a strong point for the Hilltoppers. 1 of 5 in this half has drove them down to 65%. 13 of 20 on the game.
Concentration level there, not probably as high as it would be in a closer game. Milton will fire again. That time it rolls in. 3rd point for Milton. He'll check out. Hollingsworth is back in. Earlier today, Hollingsworth moved past T.J. Price. He's now 6th all-time in scoring. T.J. Price was not even recruited here until the last minute. Ray Harper's head coach at the time didn't even know who T.J. Price was. A friend of his brought him up from Louisiana. He said, Coach, everyone thinks he's going to play football at Louisiana Tech, but he wants to play basketball. Showed up here, put on a shooting display. Ray signed him. First time they'd ever seen him. Shot missed by FIU. Bassey with the rebound. And then Price becomes the 6th all-time leading scorer and the #1 3-point shooter in Hilltopper history.
He became a non-recruited recruit and one of the best in Hilltopper history.
And he is our Hilltopper Legend feature today, brought to you by the Specialty Foods Group. Kentucky Legend meats, Southern slow quality like no other, and a proud sponsor of your Western Kentucky University Hilltoppers. Here's McKnight to the left block. He's under the rim. Pass in the corner is thrown away and picked off there by Rashad Davis. Here comes Hawkins front court, behind the back dribble against Cooper. Alley-oops it, tipped away by Bassey and picked up by Williams at the free throw line. Carson speeding front court, watch out. He goes in on Davis, puts it up and in. Two big men going at one another, and Williams won that battle. And Carson Williams has 16 points today.
Carson did that a couple of games ago here in Diddle Arena. Took the ball off the glass on the defensive rebound and took it coast to coast.
73-46, WKU by 27. Davis on a runner, up on the rim and in. I like him, he's a good player.
Nice soft touch. Hawkins looking at his coach and for FIU and saying, I need a breather. I can understand that.
73-48, 5-second violation. Hollingsworth couldn't get it in bounds as FIU has been pressuring from baseline to baseline the entire game. There's a media break with 7:37 remaining. Hilltopper 73, Panthers 48. This is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College and on ESPN+. Gas Company. Randy and Hal back with you at our simulcast on the Hilltopper IMG Sports Network and ESPN+. Hal, let's take a look at Rick's keys for Hilltopper win today. First key was when they have opportunities in sort of a helter-skelter game, score when they have the numbers. Second one was to defend the threes.
Well, they've done a nice job on scoring when they've had the opportunity. Fast break points 10-8 in favor of the Hilltoppers, but they've had good shot selection, I thought, in the half court. Shoot 48% as a result. The other ones defend the three, 8 of 25 for the game, 32% is for International. Not going to be enough to make a difference in this game.
Kokorin hook pass behind his head on the left side to Davis. Looked to go inside, nobody there. Gets it back to Lovett, knocked away by Cooper. Cooper sprinting to the ball. As Cooper picks it up, Davis, who loves contact, fouled him from behind.
Clipping, I believe. That'll be a 15 yards and the ball at half court.
Yeah.
15 foul on FIU. Topper's not in the shooting fouls yet.
Despite trailing by 25 points, you like to see the hustle from Rashad Davis at FIU.
You should never look at the scoreboard. Play like it's 0-0.
Lovett hounding McKnight as he comes front court. McKnight in between the circles against Lovett. Bouncing it low to Williams into the paint, spinning to his left for the hook shot. Down! That's a season high on a hook shot from Williams. He has 18 points.
Well, he's been patient and very efficient today. Earned 18 points on 5 of 6 shooting and 7 of 8 at the stripe.
Here's Davis, top of the key, tops up 75-48 over the Panthers. FIU is 54,000 students. Pass ticked away by Bassey to McKnight. Back to Bassey, give it up and dunk it. Bassey started it with a steal, and then he was rewarded by McKnight as he sprinted down the court, caught it and dunked it.
That's picture perfect fast break, kicked it out. McKnight didn't even have to dribble. Got it to Bassey, who also didn't have to dribble, and finished at the rim.
Kokorin floats it up on the run, no good. Cooper rebounding, tops running again. Bassey out ahead of the field. Right side, Williams picks up his dribble and goes deep to Cooper for a wide open three.
Why not?
It down. Cooper's first basket, and the Panthers will ask for a timeout with 6:14 remaining. So the Hilltoppers put their starters back in and quickly move the count to a 32-point margin. It is 82-48, and this will be the 6th consecutive FIU game where they've allowed at least 75 points. But giving up 76, the last 5 games, all losses, they've allowed between 75 and 90 points per game.
It's a trademark of a predominantly three-point shooting team. Defense is not a big focus. They want to get down and score as quickly as possible. But in order to do that, you got to make the threes, and FIU struggled from distance today. It's a good learning experience for the younger Hilltopper players. They get in and they get excited. They want to be a part of the action as well. And Hilltopper turnover total went from 1 in the first half to 9 all of a sudden. Most of those 8 turnovers this half committed by the younger players who were just speeding things up a little bit beyond their capabilities.
Despite enduring a very difficult season, FIU's 2-13 in conference play. They won 39 games the last 2 years. That's the most in back-to-back seasons in the history of their program. So I think Jeremy Ballard will get it put back together again next year. Davis misses the 3 from the left wing. Massey up high with a two-handed rebound. He now has 13. Here's Hollingsworth, front court, working it to the foul line. Stops, leans, shoots from 15. It is on the rim, twice and in.
It landed on the front of the rim like a butterfly with sore feet and rolled in for him. Good touch there by Tavion Hollingsworth.
82-48, our first butterfly reference of the year. Here's Brewer to the top of the key. Left side dribble, McKnight trying to get it away from him. Couldn't. Out top now to Banks. Over on the right side, Davis, guarded by Tavion.
Springtime's not far away, Randy.
I like your thinking. Cross-court pass fired out of bounds. It is a turnover on FIU.
Their 17th of the afternoon.
A hard, low pass down around the retriever's ankles. Very tough to catch. Doesn't have a glove on. It's not baseball. WKU baseball team won 2 out of 3 against Cincinnati over the weekend, both in their last at-bat. Cooper open, front court passed up a 3. Dribbles it backwards with 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. This is the Hilltoppers' most convincing conference win. They have 3 more conference games remaining. Tomorrow at noon against FIU, and then next Friday and Saturday against that rugged bunch from Norfolk. Coached by Jeff Jones, the Monarchs of ODU.
There'll be another interesting series that weekend with UAB and North Texas. North Texas right on the Hilltoppers' heels in win percentage in the league games.
Tavion called for an offensive foul as he was trying to beat the shot clock. He leaned in, and they say shoved off with his left arm. Hollingsworth today has scored 11, averaging 17 over his last 3 games with 50% shooting. He's on a shooting slump there for about a half dozen games in league play. That has not been the case lately. Not a great shooting afternoon in this one, however. Hollingsworth is 5 of 12.
We'll see the youngsters come back in. Hilltoppers now with 10 turnovers. Of those 10, 4 of them by Kylan Milton, the freshman, who played a grand total of 6 minutes. He had to work to get 4 turnovers in 6 minutes.
Cooper, Williams, Bassey, McKnight, and Hollingsworth all leave. Tavion today moving past TJ Price, 6th all-time in scoring in Hilltopper history. It's a Solway with Rawls, Milton, and Cozart. And Jackson Harlan from Albany, Kentucky, 6'3" sophomore, getting his first playing time. Today's played 3 minutes, 4 different times this year. Pass comes in low. Here's Hawkins over in the left wing to Paytar. Out top to Hawkins, missing a 3-point jumper. Cozart tips it to his teammate Milton. Good also from Isaiah Cozart.
Milton, the only freshman out there, certainly shows a lot of potential as a Hilltopper player. He's an explosive leaper.
Rawls is feeling it, and he drills a 3 off the dribble. That's his 3rd 3. South Central Bank 3-pointer. South Central Bank home to the official debit card of WKU Athletics. Hilltoppers now 7 of 15 shooting 3s. Foul on WKU as they lead at 85-48. The pass was thrown inside. The foul on the Hilltoppers. Team foul 4.
Weak side foul on Milton.
Prior to the loss at Houston, where the Hilltoppers missed 13 of 17 threes, they were shooting 46% from 3 in their previous 5 games. Back to it again today. They flip it up. That was a shot, not a pass. I thought Brewer's going to loft it up to his teammate Wilcox, but it was a shot, missed it off the rim. Here's a front court pass to Milton for a 3 on the left side, and it's low in the iron. A lot of contact as Solway had position on the backside. Running up his back was Paytar, the 6'4" freshman from FIU. And it's a foul on Paytar. We have reached our final media break of the afternoon at Diddle Arena. The Hilltoppers are going to win their 7th consecutive conference game. They lead at 85-48 over the Panthers. And this is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College and on ESPN+. The Hilltoppers' high point total in a conference game this year is 89. They have 85 right now with 3 minutes and 49 seconds remaining. For all of you business owners, it doesn't matter if your company's big or small. Everyone needs to protect their information and processes. they've worked so hard to build. That one of the most experienced Cisco Systems partners in the Commonwealth, JBK Network Consulting, but your partner in this ever-changing technological world. They're at jbk.net. Remember, at JBK Network Consulting, they connect everything. Harlan spots up and misses a jumper off the dribble from the left wing for the Tops. FIU now has it. Corcoran comes to the free throw line for a pass in the corner. There's a jump shot that's knocked down from the high-scoring freshman Petar out of Montenegro. The average 26 points a game in high school. He's getting some playing time this year in his first year at Miami. He's averaging 4. Cozart caught the ball inside, little off balance, regained his balance, squared up and turned around, and the lefty knocks in a short jump shot. It's a 36-point Hilltopper lead. The shot was missed on the run by FIU, retrieved by Harlan, the straight-A student out of Albany, Kentucky. Here comes Rawls front court. Why not? 28-footer. That was a heat check. It's knocked away by Harlan, the baseline, and it's retrieved by Hawkins for FIU. Now to Mitchell. Open, didn't shoot the 3. Inner corner to Corcoran. And Corcoran goes behind a pick, behind the back, jump pass to Mitchell, top of the key for a set shot, and it's low in the iron, and Cozart with a flat-footed rebound with 2:40 remaining.
And Mitchell, like most good shooters, when they shoot an air bar, starts wiping his hands on his pants, as if to illustrate, hey, the ball's slick. That's why I shot an air ball.
Here's Milton, left wing front court. Out to Rawls. It's a pick from Cozart. Goes to the top, fires it back to Cozart. High pass, he reels it in. Goes in the corner to the forward Osalwe. He'll step back and fire a 3. Missed an air ball. Milton right there to catch it and lay it in. Rather than Johnny on the spot, that was Kylan on the spot. It's 89-51, Tops by 38 points. 2 minutes to go. They'll move to 16-5. Mitchell to the hole, blocked by Cozart. And was there a foul call?
Yeah, they called a foul.
There was some contact on
underneath.
it, so.
Certainly a good block upstairs. Body action, you'll see a replay here. Yeah, Cozart got all ball there. That's what the fans see. But there obviously was contact below the waist.
Here's Mitchell, junior college recruit, averaged 14 points a game last season in junior college. He's out of the nation's capital, and it's Mitchell's first point. He's averaging 4.5 off the bench, 4.6 per game. The Panthers this year have had 5 different players who've scored at least 20 in a game. I'm sure there aren't too many teams in the conference that can say that. And Mitchell hits the second free throw. Not in the same game, just at one point in time in the year. It's 89-53, 36-point lead with 2 minutes to go. Rawls in backcourt, guarded by Hawkins. Rawls spin dribbles to the top of the key and leads it over on the right side to Milton. Will come left to right with a dribble, and Mitchell fouled him. And Milton, who needs to learn late in games, you know, what to do and what not to do after the foul went in and dunked it. Didn't count.
Well, I mean, technically that's a technical foul, but you don't see that call very often. Rawls gets a good round of applause from the fans here as he goes to the bench.
11 points for Rawls, who appears as if he's over that sprained ankle. Moved very well today. Milton's free throw rims in and out. Hilltoppers bring in Patrick Murphy, 6'5" senior from Franklin, Tennessee. His brother's a special player at Belmont.
Rawls, in addition to his 11 points, had 5 assists, no turnovers here today.
Here's a dribble drive at Mitchell in the paint up over Cozart and puts it in with the right hand. Good move by Mitchell with 90 seconds to go. It's 89-55. Rawls this year, turnover to assist ratio about even, so good to see him much better assist to turnovers today. In the corner, Osalwe faked the jumper, dribbles to his right, hook shot on the run, blew it up, missed it, got it again, and put up the shot and put it in. Yeah, this is the Osalwe we saw early in the year, sort of a garbage man.
He's reaching for his mouth again. I hope he didn't get another tooth knocked out. Another tooth knocked out.
Corcoran to the hole, drops it low, Cozart bats it away, picked up in the corner by Harlan. 58 seconds to go. Or maybe he put it back in, maybe it's knocked down again. He's in the right corner. Here's Osalwe to the hole, had it knocked away, muscles and gets it back, and they're going to call a tie-up, and that'll give FIU the ball. Osalwe was a third-team All-American in junior college at Vincennes, Indiana, and earlier in the year was playing quite a few minutes, but has lost some playing time. But he's had an opportunity today and made the most of it. 45 seconds left, and Corcoran at the foul line.
These two teams will tee it up again tomorrow in the same place at noon matchup.
Harlan, I should say Patrick Murphy knocks it away. This is the second game that Murphy's played in this year. 39 seconds are left. And it'll be 3 in the corner from Hawkins off the inbounds pass. It rims in and out. Heartbreak for him. Osalway with a rebound. There comes Kevin Osalway in backcourt to Milton with 30 seconds to go. Hilltoppers will go to 16-5. They've now won 7 consecutive conference games. Panthers fall to 9-16, and they are in a just really playing the struggle right now in league play. They dropped 14 out of 16. Three-pointer by Murphy rims out from the corner. 12 seconds to go. Here's Corcoran behind him to Mitchell. Fake the three, back to Corcoran. Cross court to Hawkins and now in the corner. And the three from Paytar is up and in. His second three today. 4 seconds to go. It's 91-58. That'll complete the scoring. Hilltoppers impressively win it going away by a 33-point margin today. Western Kentucky University 91 and the Panthers of FIU 58.
Yeah, the Toppers did it fairly easily today, but they need to prepare. Tomorrow's a new day, and different result could happen if you're not paying attention to what's going on.
Tops right now leading the conference with just 2 league losses. They have 3 remaining. They'll play FIU, as Hal pointed out, tomorrow at noon. Then next week they'll take on ODU here at Diddle Arena on Friday and Saturday. The Hilltoppers are now 9-1 this year at Diddle Arena. Really a total team effort today, 4 in double figures. Williams led the way with 21, a season high. Bassey with his 34th career double-double. He had 19 points and 14 boards. Rawls and Hollingsworth added 11.
Top shoot 61% in the second half, Randy, so that brought their game percentage up to 49%. That's pretty good.
Tops get it done today, 91-58. Back on ESPN Plus tomorrow with a tip time at noon Central Standard Time. This is the Hilltopper Sports Network from Learfield IMG College and ESPN Plus.